Well, hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is my first YouTube video. I plan to take the world by storm here pretty quickly. Well, eventually. I just have to think of how I'm going to do it. But for now, I've decided to relegate myself to making a quick assessment of the Megabloks UNSC Falcon. It's not a review. It's kind of, well, let me explain myself. When I got it, I got two of them because I'm a kid at heart. So when I bought my little brother one, I had to buy myself one so we wouldn't fight over it. But anyways, as soon as we built it up after Christmas, this kit was great to begin with, but we noticed that there were certain things that could be improved. The basic design is cool. I'm not really a Halo fan, but I do think this thing's pretty cool. So, I don't know how game accurate it is, but from everything I've heard, it is very game accurate. Some great features. However, one of the first things I noticed was that the cargo compartment, or the troop bay, it's pretty cramped. You can't stand up figures in there, and even when they sit, they're pretty cramped. Also, the gunner positions are kind of impractical. I mean, of course it's a toy, you don't have to remind me of that, but most of the time when there's a gunner on board an aircraft, they stand up, they don't really sit, because you can't really move around much when you're sitting down. Also, another thing was the nacelles. They're kind of blocky, and one of the great features of this kit is that, it's kind of like a sci-fi version of the Osprey, and yet these things can't rotate full forward without hitting the fuselage. So I thought, that could be improved. And another thing, well, a good feature is that the props, Megabloks did a great job on the props. I'm a aviation enthusiast, so I'm really fascinated with these things. You can adjust the pitch on them and everything, but you can't adjust the pitch and have them operate because of the blocky design of the nacelle. So after maybe around 30 minutes of tinkering, we came up with this. The Falcon Mark II. I know, it's very creative, isn't it? It's really some minor changes that really do enhance the playability of the kit. All I did was I extended the nacelles just by a couple bricks. It's really easy stuff that anybody can do as long as they have a few spare blocks laying around. And I think it's more aerodynamic, and I don't know how game accurate it is, but I think it looks cool, and that's really what we were after. The troop bay is a lot more spacious. I really I messed around with the bottom of the aircraft, and you can see here those elongated pieces that originally went here have been moved to the nose. And that does alter the shape, but I was kind of trying to make the thing more, enhance the playability, which was good to start with, but could be improved. So I really had to kind of redesign this whole back part here, including this support here between the troop bay and the tail boom. So that all had to be changed, but it was really minor stuff and really just a handful of extra bricks and just rearranging the stuff that was already provided with the kit. And I guess it's a good thing, Megabloks usually does have spares in there. Just a few of them, but gives you some wiggle room. Now, with the new nacelle design, you can adjust the pitch and the thing spin. You can even adjust it to the full feathered position and it spins. And I don't know how game accurate this next part is, and I may be about to annoy some Halo buffs out there, but now you can bring the nacelles full forward, both of them, but I'm just finding out that it's harder to do things with just one hand when you're holding the camera. But anyways, you can bring the nacelles full forward and the props spin. I imagine the prop wash would be pretty irritating back there, but who cares? It's just a toy, right? I don't know how game accurate that is, but I think it's cool, and that's what we were going for. And you know, it's just some minor modifications, really nothing too radical, nothing extremely difficult. Anybody could do it. You have you have a few blocks laying around, man, you can do all kinds of stuff with this. And also, when I changed the nacelles and changed the wingspan, which is another thing I had to do. For the wingspan change, I used the same blocks. I just rearranged them. Nothing extra went into the wingspan. So when I did that, that kind of threw off the dimensions. So I had to change the tail so it would look proportionate. So let's just do a quick comparison here between these two birds. The Mark II is longer. Mark II is definitely longer, and it has greater wingspan. Looks bigger. The cargo bay itself is bigger, and really it just involved the addition of a handful of pieces. So there you go. Just in 10 minutes of actual construction time, 30 minutes of thinking about it, you can really enhance the playability of the kit. So tell me what you think and get out there and start building.